Good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday. Donna Lynn here. Today is day 14 of 30 going live for my personal challenge. I'm nearly halfway through. Thank you everybody who has followed the challenge so far and commented and been involved. I appreciate you all so much. I love you. And if you're catching today's live, please say hi as always. And if you're catching the replay, I'd love to know as well. So put hashtag replay in the comments and let me know your feedback and your thoughts along the way so I can get back to you as well. So today I want to talk about there are three simple things you can do to raise your vibration in a moment of challenge. So first of all, I want to talk about why you want to do that. So every one of us has had moments where we're like, oh my God, why is this happening? I don't want to be dealing with this. This is pissing me off, annoying me, frustrating me, whatever it is. We've all had those moments, and in those moments, we have a tendency to come down to a space of frustration or anger and sink into the challenge instead of rising up. And it's not an easy process. It takes a lot of self-awareness and self-control, and that can be super tricky. So that's what I want to talk about today. There's three simple things you can do on the fly in any situation that can help take you from those moments of frustration and anger, aggression, like those lower vibration energies, to a higher vibrational energy. And you can do it on the fly anywhere. So the three things are, the first thing you want to do is just take a deep breath. So just slow things down a little bit within you. Can't control the situation around you, whatever challenge is happening, and you know what, you can do this with the challenge you're having with yourself. If you're getting frustrated with yourself for some reason, something's going on, you can do these steps too. So first thing, take a deep breath. So what that does is actually slows and calms the nervous system. So this has a physiological effect. This is why there's so much advocacy and education currently around breath work and breathing exercises. This is partially, a component of yoga practice. That's why there's so much prevalence here with all of our stress lately in the world. I mean, in general, in our society, we're a high stress society. So breathing slows the nervous system, and it also brings you to your own center. So take a few deep breaths first of all. That's step one. Super simple. You can do it anytime, anywhere. No one even knows what you're doing, okay? The second thing is take a moment and see if you can find one silver lining for this challenging situation. And this is going to be the hardest step and probably the most important. So you take your deep breaths, you slow your nervous system a little bit, you calm it, and then you come to your center and you think, what about this situation can I be grateful for? Okay, there will be something. I can guarantee you there is always a silver lining, and no silver lining is too small. So if you are like, oh no, that's not good enough, like it is. Any single little tiny silver lining is enough. Find at least one. If you can find more than one, you're a rock star. You're doing amazing. But what is one tiny little gift, one little gem, one little gold nugget within that situation of challenge? A gift for you, okay? One thing. So again, take a deep breath, or three. Look for a silver lining, at least one. And the last thing, express gratitude for that thing or for the situation. If you're absolutely struggling and you cannot find a silver lining, you can still do this piece, okay? So when you take your deep breaths, you find your silver lining, at least one, and then you say to yourself, I'm so grateful for the gifts and lessons this challenge is bringing to me or has brought to me. Say it in present tense if you can. I am so grateful for the gifts and lessons this challenge has brought me. And you can even, in your gratitude statement, highlight what the silver lining is, okay? So those three simple steps you can do anytime, anywhere, in regards to absolutely any challenging situation, whether it's external, whether it's in a relationship of any description, whether it's with yourself. Like we have a hard time sometimes with ourselves. We expect certain things of ourselves or whatever it might be, you know, like maybe you're trying to reduce your negative self-talk and you catch yourself in it. You can do that too, right? You can, and the silver lining can be, I'm grateful that this part of me has kept me safe until now. You know, anything like that. So you can literally find a silver lining in anything. You can literally do these 3 simple steps anytime, anywhere, with any situation. And what they'll do is, because you're slowing and calming your actual nervous system inside your body, the firing will slow down. You're moving from a space of anger and frustration to a space of seeing the gifts and the lessons and expressing gratitude. So you're raising your personal internal vibration, and that can shift if you're having like a shitty day in general and you do this 3 small step practice. You can actually shift the trajectory of your day to be a more positive experience for you. Okay, so those are the 3 simple things. The last thing I want to share is, if you're ready and this is available to you, I would suggest after this experience and you've settled down and you've had time to just let all the dust settle and come down from it a little bit, depending on, you know, how intense of a challenge this was, reflect back and see if you can identify what in you this caused such a challenge for. So what in you was angered by this? What in you was hurt by this? What in you was annoyed or pissed off, or whatever your experience was inside of you? So don't look at what another person was doing or saying or feeling or telling you you're feeling. None of that. None of that matters, because that's all outside of you. What matters is inside of you. So see if you can reflect and see if you can identify the part of you that was pissed off, annoyed, triggered, whatever that, you know, challenging feeling inside of you was, and hold space for it. And maybe even go so far as to write a positive affirmation about it, right? Our external world truly is a reflection of our internal world. So when challenging situations come into our life, it's reflective of a challenge we're having within ourselves, or a belief system perhaps that's maybe no longer serving us as well as it once had, or at all. So it's a gifted opportunity. Okay? And I know that can be very challenging. I'm not meaning to minimize. I'm just simplifying so that it's, you know, taking off bites you can chew and actually take into practice. Okay, so those are my suggestions. 3 steps. 1, breathe. Look for at least 1 silver lining. And the last one, express gratitude for that silver lining and the situation of challenge. When things have calmed and settled and the situation has had a little bit of space, if possible and available to you, do some reflection to see what in you was being activated by that experience outside of you, and see if you can hold space for, and possibly write an affirmation of space holding or healing for that piece of you that is bringing in some friction. Okay, guys, I hope you all have an absolutely beautiful Sunday. I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow, and that's it. I'm signing off.